Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the population, do some select by attribute work on extracting cities within a certain place that have a certain attribute. So in this case, we're going to look at the cities inside of Utah that have a population of greater than 10,000. And so I have you kind of break this down in two steps. We go into the attribute table of the cities because that's what we ultimately want to select. And we're going to use our select by attribute tool. And first we're going to set up pulling the state. So if we scroll over here, the state header tells us what state it is. So we want to create a new selection. We want our state to equal, and I do recommend using the get unique values. We can skip down to Utah this way if you have a ton of records you don't want to scroll. That's a shortcut. Okay, so it's saying we have 381. Scroll over here to verify, it looks good, and then on our map we want to make sure that it looks reasonable, and it does. And then we're going to go in and select by attribute again and whittle it down. And this time we want to not create a new selection, but select from the current selection those cities that have a population greater than, and we're going to use this to make sure there aren't some funny syntax things like single quotes or something like that, thousand separators, and there aren't, so we can just double click on this and apply. And it dropped us down to 35. So if we look at the population field, we want to make sure that these are all greater than 10,000, and then we can further look at the map and just kind of look for a spatial pattern that makes sense. And it looks good. The second one is to look at Michigan, and in particular Muskegon County. So let's pan over there, and we'll zoom in to Michigan. Okay, so let's go into the attribute table. Oops, again. Clear our original selection. And we want to look for Muskegon County. So where are the county names? Ah, here they are under a header called county. So let's do a select by location. We're going to create a new one. Let's use the county field. Equals, get unique values, and we can start typing Muskegon. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce that. I think it is. Okay, apply. We've got 13 cities that are within Muskegon County. Okay, and let's look at populations greater than 1,000. So we want those two things to both be true. And we end up with 10 of them, it looks like. So if we just look at our selected, we want to see all Muskegon County, and we want to see populations that are greater than 1,000. So does that make sense? I hope so. So from there we can move on, and the next thing is to look at the population densities, and I'll come back and demonstrate that for you.